I can only see you but not hear you.
I can hear you.
Maybe I read your lips. This is also possible.
Okay. Oh, we've got you. Right, we'll do it off mine. Are we good there?
Yeah, here we are.
Listen, Ralph, if you can hear me, just how much credit do your players need to take for getting something from that game?
Once again, I didn't understand you quite well. Once again, please.
How much credit do you need to give your players for getting something from that match?
Yeah, I think it was a fantastic mentality we showed today. The first half was far away from what we want to play or how we want to play. But I think, we showed a tough fight, a really hard fight. And really never stopped believing in us. And for this, I must praise them because they did a fantastic job.
Even when you were 3-2 down, with 90 minutes played, did you still feel you could get something from the match?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think we were so dominant in the second half. We had better chances. We were much more compact and more aggressive, winning balls a lot in the opposition half, I think. And had a few good transition scenes where we can score more than 3 times, maybe. But in the end, you need a little bit of luck in the set piece. I think we saw today a fantastic game for I think the £15 were worth this game today. The first time that we had to show something for the television broadcasters. It was I think a fantastic game to watch.
Theo Walcott played 90 minutes. His first appearance since returning to the club. He had a hand in the third goal. Just sum up his performance today.
Yeah, I must say it was more than okay. Really, it was not easy for him to step in immediately and do what we want to do and how we want to do it. He showed some good habits with the ball, calm in possession. Against the ball, he has to learn quick and that really fast. It's normal that not everything is perfect. We, as a team, haven't played well in the first half, and it's tough for a new player to come in and to show up immediately. I think in the second half, it was much better.
Listen, do you have any complaints about Chelsea's second goal? Timo Werner, perhaps the ball came off his arm?
That's really, I haven't seen it so far. To be honest, I'm happy that he scored 3 times. In the end, Timo made a good game today. Congratulations, he will be a fantastic player in the Premier League with his speed. Always hard to defend. We made it a little bit too easy for him in the first half to score. In the second half, it was much better. And finally, against the strong side, to take a point here is definitely not easy. But I think it was more than deserved.
And what does that result say about Southampton? You came into it having won your previous 2, and now, up against the odds, you've got to draw at Chelsea.
Yeah, we have won here last year in the first season when I was here. We with a draw. We have nevertheless lost here so far, so I like this ground. And it's not interesting how much money you spend on the transfer market. Is more interesting how good the team is working. And I think both teams showed today that we want to play good football and this is interesting to watch us, and this is fantastic.
Ralph, well done today. I'm struggling to hear you.
Thanks, Ian. We'll go to Dan Sheldon. Thank you, Jordan. Ralph, it was obviously, how did you sort of view the first half, the first 2 goals? It wasn't brilliant defensively, or was that a game, do you enjoy it regardless because of how it turned out?
Yeah, the first half was a disaster, especially the first 30 minutes. When we think we can play a little bit football and don't run more than the opponent, we have no chance. This was the message also in the halftime. We must close better from the front. We organized us a little bit better in the halftime. It took time until we became our automatism. This is always the same problem when you're after the international break. In the beginning, players come from everywhere, different behaviors. We need to defined to each other, and then we are competitive, otherwise not. And in the end, I think, especially because of the second half, it was a deserved point, because in the second half we have been a better team. I think we were been very aggressive, also in possession. We played some good balls and believed in what we are doing, and this is what we want to do.
And just another one on Theo Walcott. I mean, you must be thrilled he managed to play 90 minutes, and he's not trained that much. He's obviously not had you coaching him for that long. So for him to get through that, it says a lot about the experience you've brought in.
Yeah, I mean, we had an intense week together. We had 2 individual meetings, 2 team meetings. So, I think it was a crash course in the first 7 days. But this was important because I knew he was start. And I knew that it is important to give him as much information as possible. And in the end, I think, yes, against the ball, but also with the ball, he showed that he has the quality to help us. And this was the most important thing.
That's great. Thank you very much, Ralph.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Matt Barlow.
Hello, Ralph.
Hello.
Sorry, I can't hear you very well, but I hope you can hear me. I saw you exchanging a few comments with Timo Werner as you waited for your TV interview. Can you share with us what you were telling him or saying to him?
Well, I think I said that it's good that he's trying in English to speak, and then this English is good. I heard it. I think it's better than mine when I was coming here. So, he's definitely good prepared for this Premier League, and today he showed his strength. They know this was a little bit too easy how we let him score in the first half. And the second half, he defended him better. One time not, and he made the assist for the third goal. There are 2 guys that tough to defend, but in the end, I think we, especially because of the second half, I was happy, and so I think also contributing to these 2 goals because we take a point.
You hear that?
Still there, Matt? Okay, we'll go to Andrew Dillon. Hi, Ralph. Can you hear me okay? Good, yeah. I think we're all struggling to hear you a bit, actually. I don't know if...
Not for here, it's the problem.
Why?
Because the microphone's working.
Okay.
That's the TV.
Then give it here. Well, maybe it's better now.
That's much better. Yeah, brilliant.
Okay. Let's do it like this.
Right, just say everything you said before. Just say it all again. I'd just like to ask, when you left at half-time, you were running down the touchline, and on the way back you seem to be making some gestures with your arms and maybe talking about being the fittest person in Stamford Bridge. I gather you're none too happy about where the changing rooms are, is that right?
That's right. Yeah. It's so far away. We lose nearly 3 minutes when you go inside, and then we have to come out earlier, and it's not possible. You want to coach, you want to reorganize the team, and you have the time, and they are struggling to go inside this week, and then they have to come out. It's a long way. It's too long.
Where are you changing? Where exactly are the changing rooms?
It's a health club, I think. Down the stairs, up the stairs, I don't know where.
So it obviously didn't affect your performance in the second half. Maybe short team talks are better from you in future.
Yes, okay. That's also good advice, yeah. Next time, that's right. Well, we used the time very well and showed them what we did not so good in the first half, especially defending in front of our back 4. We haven't been aggressive enough against Havertz and Werner. When they can turn or let the ball run, then they are hard to defend. There's nothing we didn't know. But in the first half, we didn't do it well. And especially the first goal was too easy. Also, the second was too easy. And against such a team, you cannot defend like this. The second half is much better, and that's the reason why we played.
But it was a serious point, though. I know we're making light of it, but it's a serious point. It is quite a long way away for you to get back there, get stuck into your players and come back again. It's a bit too far.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely serious. Yeah. because but it was a good motivation, because when they sit us there, you can tell them, like, look guys, we sit in the last part of the stadium, but we take something here, man.
Great, thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Tom Rose.
Hi, Ralph, can you hear me?
Can you hear me also?
Yeah, cool, brilliant, thank you. It's just a quick one on Che Adams. Obviously, a goal and assist for him today. Just how impressed were you with his performance?
Working, the assist was good. Also, a goal important for him. He was always extremely hard working for the squad, and with Inksy together, I think they get more and more automatism in how they want to play, and it was much better in the second half than the first half. Yes, happy for him, happy for the team. Helped us massively.
Your fee is obviously far more than just his goals, but how much will that goal do for his mentality and his confidence going forward to get off the mark this season?
Yeah, for everybody, especially for the striker, it's quite helpful if you score, and for the team, it's helpful if you take a point here against a very strong side. You see the quality they have on the pitch, then it's definitely not normal that you come 2 times back in the game and take something here. So we were believing until the end, but in what we are doing, and it was good.
And for Ibrahim Diallo to get those minutes at the end there, and obviously go on and help his side get a point, that would be big for him on his debut as first appearance for Saints.
Yeah, for Theo and for Ibra, it was good. Ibra was coming in immediately in the game because already had yellow card, and it's important that you have a player that can attack immediately. And I think the subs were okay. Also, Nathan Teller was good, and Longy immediately had an impact in the game. This was good.
Is it good for Ibrahim? I know it wasn't on for very long, but just to get that taste of the Premier League and the pace of the game, especially in a dire moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Theo played 90 minutes, and for Ibrahim it was the first 5 minutes, but he was here the first time yesterday, so we couldn't work with him the whole week. It takes time, but he is a good guy, and I'm very happy that both are here.
Perfect. Thanks, Ralph.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll do a couple of questions from Monday, starting with Darren Lewis.
Sorry, Ralph. Hi there. Just a quick question about whether you felt your players made a statement perhaps to some of the teams outside of the top 6, so they don't need to fear the big clubs when you go to a place like Chelsea. You really appeared to make a statement today.
Never fear anything, to be honest. We know about our qualities. We are not even a lot of adapting to their game. We try to adapt our game to bring our game on the highest level. And when we do this, we know that we can. When we are competitive against every opponent, this is a feeling that you have to show them, and I believe they have to show on the pitch. And I could also feel in the halftime that they were absolutely convinced that we can take something here. We wanted to win. Although we were 1 down in the halftime, because we knew we can play much better in the first half. In the second half, we did definitely. We showed exactly the performance I wanted to see, because against the ball and with the ball, we have been much better in the second half, much more on the ball with good decision making, very dominant in their half. And for this, I think it was deserved to take something.
And do you feel other clubs could look at what you've done today and maybe take heart that when they come up against Chelsea, they don't need to have that concern?
I don't think so. Every club has its own idea to play. Important is that you have an idea, and if you have one, then you must be 100% convinced that it's the best one for everyone. And we are since together now nearly 2 years, and feel that we're getting more and more committed and convinced about what we're doing, and that we know that when we have a good day, then we can cause every team some issues, and this is what we try.
And last one, it's no secret that perhaps the Chelsea goalkeeper is not in the best moment in terms of confidence. How do you tell your players maybe that when an opponent maybe isn't at his best, that they should take advantage?
No, because I have seen that there was a few very good saves, to be honest. So it's always, you're always playing players for mistakes they make, but you don't see the good things they do. tough for him, a tough time, but he also made a few fantastic saves today. So like every player, not every player is without mistakes. But when you make a mistake as a goalkeeper, then it's most of the time is a goal. This is difficult. But I think for us, we forced mistakes, and maybe that's the reason why we scored.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.